Hello, my name is Rohan. I'm the head of productions at Ardra Studios. Today we have with us Rajiv, who is an animator at Rockstar Games. I hope you enjoy this conversation and get some insight about the industry. Thank you. So, how is Rockstar?
It's great, man. Great to be at Rockstar. The culture and all are it's pretty different because if I say different, I don't have much experience to tell. But yeah, whatever 1.5 years or 2 years, around 2 years has taught me, it's different. And it's good. It's good. I haven't had any bad experience neither here or anywhere else, so it's really good.
What were you doing before Rockstar? How was it before Rockstar?
So before Rockstar, I was in an indie company, and it was based in Hyderabad, and I was an animator there as well. So I worked there close to around slightly more or around 1.5 years, and it was pretty great out there as well, and the culture was really good. And prior to that, I was in an IT company, and worked there for around 3 years. It was a software company. So that was just right after I graduated from my engineering and did my graduation in computer science, and after that I got placed and was working there for 3 years. So yeah, so that's my work.
So it's pretty interesting. So you were engineer before getting into animation. So how was that transition between engineering to animation? How did your family take?
It took some time, to be honest. It took some time because it's not what everybody wants or gets into. But unlike the stage right now, I see many people very interested in the field, and very many people are coming up. But it took some time for me to convince my parents, because I wanted to get into the field and I knew what I wanted to do. So I was already planning for it since a very long time. While I was in college, I had this plan in the back of my mind. But I had some time for me. It took some time for me to convince my parents out there, and they were definitely supportive. It wasn't that they were because it's a very new genre for them as well. So it took some time for them to understand what the field is, what the market is, how big it is, and what animation is all about. So it took some time for them as well, but eventually, yeah, it just worked out.
Well, I can say that I have the similar experience as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
So my family is based with the army defense background. So I was, before animation and this industry, I was doing CA.
CA, okay.
My father was pretty shocked when I said that I don't want to continue doing CA and I want to jump into this field.
Yeah.
So that was very tough for my father to also believe that okay, something can be done in this industry, because for me it was either joining defense or either doing something which is engineering, doctor or CA.
Okay.
So when I told my father earlier that I would be doing CA, so he was pretty chill about it.
Yeah.
But then when I suddenly said that no, I don't want to do it because I was not enjoying it, for him to also believe, it took some time. But then eventually he understood, okay, this is something new that he wants to do it. But then suddenly I got into an internship, and after that it's all changed. So I can understand how it would have been for your father.
Then it's a similar route for the both of us, I guess.
So coming back to whole engineering and animation, how do you compare it?
Firstly, it's two totally different streams. But I think besides the books, what engineering has taught me has really helped me in my animation as well. So really owning up to what the task I'm given in. So that has something that really helped me out. Technical things the people, you tend to have a technical mindset while coding and all. So that really helped me out in animation, problem solving, why this and that, some technical things is not working out, then I go back into the code or maybe look up on the web and see what the issues is about. So that technical part of it has helped me out really good. But it's obviously it's totally different. So no way, I don't think any way both the fields meet, I guess, because it's creative and this is a bit technical. But it has helped me out. Definitely it has helped me out, because mostly the mindset, I would say, is what really helped me. Because while I was in a software company, the environment that I got in that place and the environment that I'm getting right now, it's pretty similar. Obviously the work is completely different, but it's pretty similar. The owning up to the task that I'm given, reporting back to my leads with the set amount of things that are given to me. So all those things have really helped me out in that way. So it's totally worth what I've served my time in my IT work.
So how is it the learning part? I mean, you learned as an engineer as well, and you learned as an animator as well. how is it different? Is it according to the things that you're taught, the assignments or the exams, and like how is it different from learning as an engineer and learning as an animator?
It's somewhat similar because in both the cases I'm learning something very new. So it's somewhat similar. Obviously, the content of either of them are different from each other. But I would say it's as a student, I felt like in engineering I felt a similar way, the way I felt in animation. But animation, because it was my personal venture, so I put in the more hours that I had to put in because I was really interested in it. And obviously, like since I had stepped into this field by myself and I chose this field, so I had to prove that it's really worth my time and it's really worth the for everyone, because it's not just me, it's my family behind me supporting me. So in that respect, it was really there to help me. So like I could give in the extra amount of hours that I needed to give. But yeah, it's somewhat similar, both the cases, because both of them were entirely new for me. Obviously I didn't study engineering from the very beginning, so it was new. But yeah, both the things were completely like similar also, but different on the contextual level of it.
What was the inspiration behind joining this field? You were coming from an engineering background.
Yeah.
So how did this all pop in?
I always had a knack for sketching, so that was my first venture into the creative thing. It was something that was really close to me, and from a very tender age I was drawing and I was into this field. And I knew that I wanted to do something in the field. And then slowly, obviously cartoon was a different level for me back then, because I couldn't really understand what animation market was when I was small. So I looked at cartoon in a very different way. I didn't know that there was a like prospect in this market as well. So cartoon was slowly that made me realize what this field is about. And then slowly, as I like got to know, as I went to a couple of art schools as well, just a local school in my arena, and they slowly made me realize what animation is all about. And then I really stood onto the ground that I think I would want to be an animator in that respect, because it's a creative field, and it has that the not exactly the sketching thing, but that creativeness of this field is really what resonated with me. And that's when I knew that animation was something, because technically my mind honestly doesn't work in that way. So I'm more of a creative guy, and I love the creativity that comes with this field. So I always knew that this would be my field, and I would be true to myself if I am in this field. So yeah.
So coming back to Rockstar.
Yeah.
So how was the hiring process and everything? About how did you join Rockstar?
Yeah, it was cool. It was they obviously gave me a test to do in my first round. So it was a 3-hour test, and I was to animate. They had given me a context, and they had a particular rigs that needs to be used in that shot. So they gave me a 3 hour, and on the day itself I was given the context of what my animation would be. And like there would be a lead to back you up if you need any help. Like probably after a couple of hours he or she joins in and just looks into your shot if there's any recommendation, like similarly how industry works. Like you won't be given a task to do entirely by yourself. Like you would eventually do it, but there would be someone to back you up, like guide you in things where you need actually. So so the interview process was similar, but just for 3 hours, as I said. And then there were a couple of rounds with the leads and other directors. But it was around 4 interviews, like the total including the test. It was around four interviews.
How did you feel when you got your first credit for a project in this industry?
That was something I always refer back. It was really good. I can't tell you the exact words I felt. It wasn't what to say, a major thing, I would say, but it was a small venture into a project that we were working in my previous company. And once I saw my name in it, oh man, I felt really great. I can't tell you how I felt in words, man. But the first credit and my name as an animator, man, it was something else. It was purely nostalgic.
I have the similar experience. When I saw my name in the credit. I took the screenshot. I showed everyone.
Okay.
Before that, I used to never sit for the post credit or something like that. But then,
Exactly.
since I started working in this industry, after I finish a game, I sit and see who all are there.
Exactly. Same for me. Same for me. I just sit back and look into all the people that worked and
It's a very different feeling. You start showing everyone, see the credit.
I worked here.
So that's something I.
Some projects you can talk about.
I worked for Hotstar Disney with my previous company. In that I got my credit for all the episodes as a production. When I was at Micros, I worked for Disney projects, DreamWorks projects. There also I have some credits.
Nice.
Working as a production.
It feels so surreal, man.
Yeah, when the credit comes up, it's nice. It's like evidence that you can show to everyone. I see I worked here.
And more than evidence, the experience that you have had while working in that episode or in that timeline, it's really good. All the efforts you have put in, it really paid off, and it's really there for everyone to see.
So, what would be your suggestions to new junior animators that are joining industry?
For me, I would say one major thing is accountability. I guess owning up to what you're working. That is major. That is a major thing that I see missing. Even I lacked while I was starting out. Everything because I didn't have that experience, so everything was fun for me. But eventually, when you start off, that isn't always the case. You have to take accountability of the work that you're working in, owning up to what you have done. If you have again made a mistake, then you have to own up to the mistake and learn from it and move on. You cannot just stick to it and just be there that I made a mistake and I cannot work. It doesn't always work that way. But taking accountability of your work, then pretty much being aware of your surroundings. Like if you're in a team, you obviously work in a team. You're not a solo player in a team, so you have to collaborate with them. You have to be aware of what the peers are working in, and obviously everyone have their own place to offer. So you have to learn from them, give them the feedback when needed, take their feedback when needed, and really be part of a team that you're working in. You won't always be a solo player everywhere. There might be scenarios or projects where people work in, but because till right now I've obviously worked in a team, so I get the teammate factor. Yeah, we'll do as a team, so that is always there. Other than that, anything you'd like to add up?
Basically, the main point would be accountability. And also, as a junior, the looking forwardness to learn something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not just sticking it to what I know.
Not sticking to the task that you have been assigned.
Yeah, exactly.
Being open about taking new tasks and also learning. Because when it comes to the junior artist, it's more of learning out of a project.
Exactly. And growing eventually.
So before getting into your first job as an animator, I feel you also had an internship. So how did internship help you in joining in the first studio that you joined?
Internship was as I said, the deadlines that they gave me during the internship time, it was really that stood out. As a student, obviously I didn't have a deadline in my mind, but once I started the internship, I really got into the pipeline. They made a schedule, what needs to be done in what amount of time and what would be the quality. So during that set period of time, I was really into the pipeline, and I need to within a set amount of number of hours I had to report back and give them a status of where the status is, and that really helped me out because even right now the same pipeline is being followed. I'm given a task, obviously then I work for a set amount of hours, then I have to report back to my leads and give them a progress. If I'm facing an issue, I let them know, or get in touch of my peers if there's any concerns out there. So that workflow, that mindset, that really helped me out while I was in the internship.
So I had my first internship, and what helped me a lot was from a student joining into a corporate or into a studio. Internship was something which taught me professionalism.
Exactly.
How to be around people, how to be in a business. So at Ardra we do provide internship, but it's very selected people that get into the internship.
Right.
And it's something that I feel internship is very important for new students who just got graduate. internship provides you a set of rules that you are supposed to follow when you get into a firm.
Yeah.
So that it helps you around learning how to behave around people, how to have basic etiquettes, how to be a little bit professional.
It's a good glimpse of the corporate world, so internship really helps out.
And also it gives you an idea about if you get out of internship, this is how the whole experience into a studio will look like. So I feel internship is very important when it comes to for new graduate people.